Hi team, this is a video demo for ASV Ledger. So what I'm going to show you is the product recurring script first. So I have two test users here, 43533 and user ID 20. Both are using Ledger bill method right now. So as you see here, bill method is Ledger, and then same with 20, bill method is Ledger. So both of their shopping cart purchases, I've set the product status to inactive so that we could test if it is a successful transaction, and this is updated to current. And then what else? Shopping cart purchases. So this one is also inactive. So the difference between the two is that 20 has ledger balance, and then 43533 does not have balance. So what we're going to purchase is product ID 1109, which is $190 in amount. So first, let's check for the balance of my user. So first is my user ID 20, which has greater than $190 balance. So it's 19,000 right now. So if I try to charge this user, I definitely be billed through Ledger. And then we also have user 43533, which has zero balance. So if this user is billed with Ledger, the system will recognize that the balance is less than the amount that they want to charge them. So instead of using the Ledger account, the user will be billed through their CC number. So I'm going to try running user ID 20 first, and then I'm going to show you the transactions results. So it is approved, and then there's an added field ledger here, which will be printed out for the um, recurring message. And then what else? Let's check the transactions and shopping cart purchases of user ID 20. So, as you see here, my current product status has been updated to current, and then last transaction date is today, which is October 11. And then on transactions table, there is no fields for CC number and CC expiration date because the bill method is ledger. And then no auth code and ref num since it's a ledger account. And then what else? Total charge is 190. Status is approved. Email is mine. And then no error. Type is product. And then so oops, I forgot the is recurring transaction, so I'm just going to reveal my user. So let's check for the in the ledger account again. So let's remember the balance first before I made the transaction. So my current balance is 194. So that should be minus 190 after the transaction. So I'm going to bill 20 again. Okay, and then let's check for the transactions one more time. And then I'm also going to check the balance. So as I see here, my withdrawal is recorded, but my balance is not updating, so I need FOT with Levi on this one. So my balance is still the same, 199.5 for the 25 even after I made a transaction. So let's check again. So my product status is current, bill date, last trans date is today, transactions is recurring now is 1 since it's a recurring script. And then what else? No error, status approved, amount 190, invoice, and then no as a code and ref num, CC number and CC expiration are blank, bill method is ledger. So we are good with user ID 20. So our next user is 433 433 43533. So let's try this user. So again, this user does not have a ledger balance. So it's 0. So I should be billed through through my credit card even though my bill method is ledger. So let's try that one. Wait, I forgot. For user ID 20's transaction, let's check for the transaction products table. Sorry. Oops. Wrong ID. So the product has been recorded as shopping cart product ID 1109, and then quantity is 10. So I'm just double checking. Price for 1109 is 19, so 19 times 10 is 190. So we were charged with the correct amount. So let's proceed with our next user. So as you see here, I was billed through CC or credit card, and then I'm going to check the shopping cart purchases and transactions of my user. So in my product status has been updated to current, transaction date is today, I mean last transaction date, and then on transactions page, this is my most current transaction. So even though my bill method was ledger, the transaction states that bill method is CC. So I was billed through my CC account because I did not have enough ledger balance. And then amount is 190, ref namin as code, approved, and then is recurring, is marked as 1. So we have no issues there. Our next transaction would be to test for users whose original bill method is credit card. So first, I am going to use my test user 20, and then I'm just going to delete this so that transactions is clear. And then I'm going to change my bill method to CC. By the way, I am checking for products whose enrollment and back office are both 0, so I will make another video demo testing products that are coming from enrollment or back office are mark 1 here or mark 1 here. So billing is CC. I forgot to check the transaction products of my last transaction, just to double check. Transaction products. Okay. So for my second transaction, which was for 435331109 quantity, so okay, transaction products is still saved. Let's go back to my last scenario on this video demo. So we are going to bill this user again, but now the original bill method is CC. So I've set my product status to inactive again, and then last trans date is September 1. So let's try one more time. So bill method is CC. Let's double check the data. So last transaction date is updated to today. Product status is current. Transactions, bill method CC, CC number CC, expiration date. Invoice as code, ref num, amount. Item ID is always 0 because these are multiple products. So the item IDs are in the transaction products list, which we are going to check in a while. Status is approved, no error. And then is recurring is 1. And then let's check for the transaction products for this transaction. So again, it's recorded properly. This is the ID of the item and then quantity. So that's for this video demo. Thanks.